Hello there, we are back once again, Ultra Q. I watched 3 episodes yesterday and now 3 episodes today. I'm going to keep it in threes actually because the show is 28 episodes long. So if I keep going in threes, we'll end at 27 and then 28 can be its own video. I think that works. And then when I start the next show, Ultraman, Hayata, 1966, I'll probably do 5 because they're like 50 episodes each, right? The old shows. I might do like watch 5 episodes, do the review. I might do that. I think that's a good idea for the future, of course. Before I do that though, Origin Saga needs to be done as well, so I might do that soon. I'm on holiday in March, so I might try and finish this and Origin Saga before March. No promises, but definitely this will be done before March, I'll tell you that much. Origin Saga, hopefully. And then when I come back from holiday, I can hopefully start Ultraman 66. And obviously you still have Max reactions to watch as well, so that's going to be fun. So yeah, I have less to say today than I did yesterday. Not because I didn't like them. I enjoyed the episodes. It's just like, I've just got less talking points generally. But I recognized every kaiju in these 3 episodes. So I think that's very good progress. Episode 13 was Garamon, who obviously they used the suit for Pigmon. Obviously Pigmon's become such a beloved character. Garamon, same suit I guess, same design, same sort of, species. But this is, a scary monster. And he looks scary. Pigmon doesn't look scary. He looks sad. But, wait, is Pigmon a she? Because I watched Max episode 30, I think it was 36. And when he transformed to Ellie, I'm just like, this is more of a woman. The way he's acting around Kaito. But yeah, that's a different. Anyway, regardless of what gender Pigmon is a really cool, nice character that cares about people. Garamon is not. And even though it's the same suit and same design, you can just see in Garamon's face that it's a lot more menacing and a lot scarier. Even though it reminds me of Pigmon, the nice Pigmon, I feel like you can just tell that in the distinction. You can tell Garamon is angry, and you can tell Pigmon is not. So, yeah. But it was cool seeing Garamon, because I remember, you guys did tell me, they used to do Garamon, and then they used the suit for Pigmon. So I remembered you told me that. So when I watch Ultra Q, I'm just like, yeah, now that's Garamon, especially the episode name as well. So yeah, and they defeated it at the end by deactivating its brain, obviously electronic, sent by aliens. So there's that whole storyline. But yeah, apart from that, I don't have much to say. It's a good episode. I liked it. I like what they were doing. I just haven't got much more to say, but it was a good episode. I really enjoyed it. Episode 14, Pagila, the giant bird, the freezing monster. I remember that because it's been in recent shows. They used it a lot more in recent shows. I watched X recently, obviously. It was in X. It was one of the Spark Dolls. And what was the other one? Was it in Trigger or Zed? It was in one of the two. It was either in Trigger or Zed, but they used Pagila in recent series, so it was cool seeing Pagila. Normally people watch the new shows and think, wow, that kaiju was in Ultra Q. Meanwhile, I'm watching Ultra Q and thinking, oh yeah, I watched that in I watched it in Ultraman X. But yeah, it was fun seeing Pagila, a crazy monster. Also, with the pilot flying a plane into Pagila's mouth. That reminds me a lot of Godzilla -1, the recent Japanese Godzilla movie. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it, but it's a really good movie. It's incredible. One of the best movies of last year. But in that movie, there's a scene where a pilot flies a plane into Godzilla's mouth. So when I watched this Pagila scene, it reminded me so much of that. It reminded me so. It was so parallel. Different storyline, slightly different character arc for the pilot. But it was a different story. It felt like a parallel. The way he flew the plane into its mouth, it reminded me so much of Godzilla -1. I was just like, oh, that was pretty cool. That reminds me of this. But yeah, that was a really good scene. I also I like noticing familiar things in shows, and I don't expect to see that in like a Japanese show, but I've been to a lot of airports in the last few years because I travel a lot. So I from the first scene from the plane freezing, just like I recognized the airline. But what I recognized later, something a bit more interesting, right? So they referenced Polar Explorer, right? So Polar Explorer is a tour company, and this is like not really related to this review anyway. I just thought I'd mention it. Polar Explorer is a tour company that does tours to Antarctica. So the coincidence for me is a few days ago, I was looking at Polar Explorer. I was looking on their website, searching for tours, because I'm planning on going there one day in the next, hopefully in the next 5 years. I'm hoping to go to Antarctica. So I've been looking at different companies. I looked at this company a few days ago, and then I see them referenced in UltraQ. I'm just like, what in the world of coincidence is this? I just thought I'd mention it because sometimes I'm doing something, and then the thing that I do or the thing that I see is also referenced in a show I watch or a movie I watch. I'm just like, that's a weird coincidence, and I least expect it with a Japanese show. I'm just like, right, that's interesting. But yeah, that was good. If you didn't realize, by the way, I write notes down on my phone. That's why I keep looking down, just so you know, just in case it annoys you. Episode 15 was Canagon again. I recognize this monster. This is quite comedic. In this one, Sir Canagon, he only eats money. He doesn't eat proper food. Anyway, yeah, there's a kid and his parents. The kid goes into this nest and he wakes up as Canagon. So the kid turns into Canagon, but he is still the kid. It's still him. It's just that he has Canagon's body now. So it's still him. The scene of his dad and his mum realizing what happened was hilarious. I really liked how that was filmed. It was very energetic. Is that the right word? I think of a different word, a better word. But it was very crazy how the parents reacted. It was over-exaggerated, but it was also realistic as well. So that was a funny scene. And then it wasn't just them, obviously. The whole town started going crazy. We've spotted a monster. We've spotted a monster. Nope, it is just a kid in a monster's body. But eventually, it kind of confused me how the kid lost the body. Because he flew away in a parachute. And then Canagon was gone when he landed. I'm just like, maybe I need to rewatch that scene. But I'm pretty sure he turned back from parachuting. I don't even know how that worked, to be honest. But yeah, the final scene with the old man in the digger or tractor, whatever, that was pretty cool as well. So yeah, I also, again, not really related to the episode, but when the kid turned back to being human again, he was happy. His friends who were trying to help him, they were happy as well. It was good that he at least had some friends when he was a monster, because a lot of people were scared of him. So at least his friends realized it was him. But when they celebrated, they started shouting "Banzai," which is it's a Japanese battle cry. All I thought of then, I was getting flashbacks to Call of Duty 5. Anyone who's played Call of Duty 5, you might know, if you're playing as in the story mode, you're playing as the American soldiers, and then you just hear Banzai, you're getting ambushed. And that's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of that game. I'm hearing them saying Banzai, and I'm just like, that reminds me of Call of Duty. But yeah, we'll there's no need to talk about that anyway. But yeah, also, the kid's dad had a the kid's dad had a interesting shaped mustache. I'm not going to say anything more. If you watch the episode right now and you check his dad's mustache, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm just like, I'm not sure that's the best choice of mustache, to be honest. Because you remind me of someone, and it's not someone very nice. So we'll leave it at that. And speaking of his dad, I almost actually forgot to mention, this is why it's good that I write things down. So this episode was about him becoming Canagon, I guess. I mean, he was still him. He didn't become the monster. He just had the monster's appearance. He had the monster's body, but it was still him. But to everyone else, obviously, he was a monster, which makes sense. But it's crazy, it's still him, but they look at him differently because of how he looks. I think there's a message in there. Don't always judge a book by its cover. It's not always what it seems. But anyway, he gets his body back. He's back to being a normal kid. He gets home, and both of his parents are now Canagon. So they both went into the nest, I'm sure. That was interesting. To be honest, I would like to see a sequel to that. I know there's some episodes. I mean, the next one is called Garamond Strikes Back. So, you know, I already know there's part 2 somewhere. They're just not like together. They're just spaced out. I hope there's a part 2 of this in this show where the parents are both kind of gone, because I kind of want to see that. I'm curious to see how that would work. I'm very curious about that. But yeah, that was a good episode. I had the most to say there about the last one. But yeah, I really enjoyed all 3. And yeah, I like this show. It's unique. Obviously, there's no Ultraman in this, so it would be unique. But, you know, you're seeing the introductions. I'm seeing the introductions. We are seeing the introductions to some of the kaiju that we will see in future Ultraman shows, which is pretty cool. You get to see like their first appearances in this universe through Ultra Q without them having to fight an Ultraman. So it's pretty cool that. So yeah, there you go. 3 good episodes. 3 months is actually recognized, and yeah, that was pretty fun. Let me know any info that you got about these episodes, and hopefully tomorrow I'll be back with episodes 16, 17, and 18. And on Monday's Movie Monday, won't be Ultraman related, it'll be Star Trek 4. But on Tuesday, Ultraman Max, I think episode 16 we're on, I believe. And then hopefully on Wednesday, I'll be able to do 19, 20, 21. So I want to keep this channel daily as long as possible. We're nearly at the end of that streak, to be honest, but you know, I'll keep it going for now, and it's motivation to actually watch these, because I do enjoy watching this. It's just that, you know, there's a lack of time, and I want to prioritize my Ultraman Max reactions, but obviously those reactions are for the future. They're not for now. I want to make videos for now, which is why we are here. So yeah, and it's easy, you know, because it's not just Ultra Q. Ultraman generally it's like 25-minute episodes. That's good timing, you know. It's like, you know, I'm used to watching TV shows that have like 45-minute episodes, 1-hour episodes. 25 minutes is really short. You know, you could watch 4 episodes, and it's, you know, there's not that much time spent. It's like it's less than a movie. So, you know, we can be flexible with this in future. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you're enjoying this review series, because there'll be plenty more of it in the future. Because all of the old shows, because of copyright issues, whenever I react, did I mention it at the start? I should have mentioned it at the start. But whenever I react to old shows, I've reacted to clips of old shows, Ultraman Hayata, Ultra 7, etc. That era of Ultraman shows, there's more copyright issues with those shows. There's less issues with like Max, Tiga, Gaia, Dyna. All that era is fine, the modern era is fine, but the old shows, that's where the copyright issues come in. There's copyright issues anyway. Like every reaction I do is copyrighted. So I make, basically means I make no money. Shibuya make all the money. Like I don't do it just for money. Obviously, I still make the videos. I still want to make the videos, but obviously I don't make any money. That's basically the main thing. It's also blocked in Japan, pretty much. Some episodes are fine. Most episodes are blocked in Japan, and maybe some episodes are like blocked in like 50 countries or something. In the old shows, any reaction I do is blocked in like 50 countries at least, and it's just like, oh, it's blocked here. It's just there's so many issues. Just not many. A lot of people won't be able to watch it anyway. People that normally would watch it can't watch it, so it's just not worth the stress. I can handle the stress of like Max. Every episode is copyrighted. Shibuya claim all the money. It's blocked in Japan. I can accept that, you know, obviously, because Ultraman is not my content. I didn't make it, so I can accept that. And I can also accept, you know, it's only blocked in Japan. I would prefer a Japanese audience as well, but because it's, you know, it's blocked in Japan, fair enough. But it's just it's one country. But when I react to the old shows, 50 countries, it's just like, you see the list, you're just like, it's not worth the stress. So yes, I'll see you around hopefully tomorrow. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and goodbye.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it